Bombshell new report from the Washington Post reporting President Trump's nominee for CIA Director Gina Haspel tried to withdraw her nomination as recently as Friday, and it follows concerns raised over her role in the agency's interrogation program. Now, Trump named Haspel to take over for Mike Pompeo, who recently left and was officially confirmed as Secretary of State. Haspel is the first woman tapped to head the CIA, and one of the reporters who broke the story, also a CNN political analyst, Josh Dawsey, is joining us on the phone now. Josh, explain why Haspel reportedly tried to withdraw her nomination.
Well, there's been some serious trepidation, Anna, in the White House about this nomination for some time. With a razor-thin majority in the Senate, a lot of critics of the torture program that she was obviously a part of, enhanced interrogation, and has, been an enthusiastic supporter of, at least according to the document we reported on today. White House officials have been bracing for a pretty brutal confirmation. Our reporting indicates on Friday she was over at the White House meeting with officials about her nomination, and decided it would be best it would behoove her to withdraw. That sparked kind of a frenzied chain of events where senior White House officials, including Sarah Sanders, the press secretary, Mark Short, the legislative affairs director, rushed over to the CIA, met with her at the Langley headquarters, and basically begged her to stay in. And for about 24 hours, it was really fluid. Our reporting indicates that by yesterday afternoon, she firmly said, let's plunge ahead. Let's keep going.
So I'm trying to understand the timing of this, because the news about her involvement in the interrogation and potential waterboarding has been out there basically since she was nominated. So why is it all of a sudden a bigger concern to her, and to the point where she thinks it may be worth withdrawing?
Well, that's a good question. Our reporting indicates that a number of White House officials have begun reviewing reports more in depth in recent days, and there have been concerns that have trickled in from the Hill as staff and senators have reviewed, the information about her history. What we've been able to tell is what triggered the number of, meetings and frenzied phone calls and them rushing over to the Hill was not necessarily new information. It was just new information to White House officials. Obviously they are reviewing her file, draft reports, internal reports, interviewing people, gauging support on the Hill. And there's really a sense of concern about this nomination. And I think Haspel realized that there were a lot of folks who thought she was in a very precarious situation and thought that, it could be thwarted, and said, maybe it's just best if I step back from it.
Let me read a new statement we just got from Raj Shah, the White House Deputy Press Secretary. And it reads, Acting Director Gina Haspel is a highly qualified nominee who has dedicated over 3 decades of service to her country. Her nomination will not be derailed by partisan critics who side with the ACLU over the CIA on how to keep the American people safe. So is it your understanding, Josh, that her confirmation hearing on Wednesday is still on, and how do you expect that to play out?
Yeah, man, that's what we reported today in our story. It aligns with what Raj said in the statement, that after these 24 hours of internal debate, the White House and Gina Haspel mutually decided, let's give this a shot. I think what you're going to see are sharp questions from the left. I think you'll see sharp questions even from some moderate senators, the Susan Collins type, where she's really going to have to explain, her documented role in the interrogation, plus the destroying of tapes. That's a really critical moment here, what her role was in the destruction of these tapes that documented, what happened in the interrogation processes. So what we're sensing is that the hearing will be, must-see TV on Wednesday, obviously. There will be lots of sharp questions for her, and the White House is saying they still think by a narrow majority they could get her confirmed.